Good evening, everybody. Um, a very sad day. Um, not just for Liverpool, not just for the whole world of the footballing community, for everybody. This has really, really struck me today. Um, I'll be honest, when I was in work this morning, I got something sort of sent to me. Um, I sort of got something sent to me that was obviously the marker paper, um, and I didn't really know what to sort of believe at that point. Didn't really want to believe it. Didn't really want to, sort of, sort of like what look at it. But first of all, let me just say, on the top of off the top of my head is here. Um, this video or stream is not monetized. I will not be asking for any donations or anything tonight. Any donations that are obviously sent to me will be getting um, sent to charity. So that's something I will have to say there first. So please keep your money tonight. This video is not being monetized or anything like that. The footballing world has lost a man, has lost a father, has lost a husband. As a father myself, um, this really, really struck me earlier. Um, and it's not just the fact that it struck me, it was more about the fact that this is a guy who's just got married 11 days ago. It's a guy who was a loving father, was a loving husband, was a very, very good brother. And all the tributes today is about the man. The man that is Diogo Jota. The man that you watched with glee when he played for Atletico Madrid, FC Porto, Wolves, and Liverpool. This is quite honestly one of the hardest things you'll ever have to go through. Um, Diogo Jota and Andre Silva, may you guys rest in peace. Absolutely tragic what's happened. And obviously with the news, obviously Jota getting married 11 days ago as well. It just really hits home. It's home with what happened, and it hits home with the fact as well. He leaves behind a wife who's now a widow. It's just my heartfelt condolences go out to obviously Diogo's family, to Andre's family, um, and I think the whole football community really has came together today. I think you've got to applaud that. I think you've got to applaud everyone who's came today. Um, and it, I just can't believe the news. I just can't believe it. I want to sort of, wake up and say, was this all a dream? Does that did this not happen? But today it has happened, and it is very, very sad with what's happened. It's just, you know, 28 is no age at all. I mean, Andre was 26. Um, yeah. Um, yeah. I'll come to your comments. I hope everyone is doing well. I know know you'll be all a bit weird to say as well. Good evening, Owen. Such heartbreaking news. Love and condolences to the family and the Cohen. Absolutely. Um, absolutely. Definitely. We will read some of the tributes as well. There has been loads of tributes today, and rightly so. Sean is in. Hello, Sean. Just beyond devastating and tragic. Thoughts and prayers go to the family of Diogo and Andre. Absolutely. Absolutely, indeed. The sniper, hello, rest in peace, Jota. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And also, he says, you'll never walk alone as well. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. You'll never walk alone. Even me, extremely tragic. Michael's in, sad, sad day. It is a very, very sad day. Very, very sad, to say the very least. The True Red is in. Hello, mate. The sad day, heartbreaking 20. It's no age. It's no age at all, mate. No age at all. That's almost sort of. Oh, to be honest, you say it, it's sort of five. My birthday's coming up soon. I'm 32, so I'm 4 years older than Diogo Jota, so that really, really has a home. I hope you're okay, Douglas, mate. Not been on YouTube in a while, but thought I'd pop in and say hello and my condolences. You'll never walk alone, Jota and Silva, the sniper. The sniper. I'm trying to think who that is. I can't. I can't think who that is. But yeah. Yeah. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Sebastian, hello. Very sad day. Yeah, very, very sad day. Absolutely as well. Stephen Dura says, rest in peace, Diogo Jota. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Rest in peace, Jota, gone but never forgotten. Yeah, 100%. I just heard the news a couple of hours ago and fell down on my knees. I think everyone did. I don't think anyone expected this. As I said at the top of the show, I was actually at work. I was at work and I literally struggled to work today. I even had some work colleagues come over to check if I was okay, because I wasn't my usual sort of cheery self. And I think when you've got to put it into context, Liverpool fans have lost a real good one today. They really, really have. The tributes, as beautiful as they are equally heartbreaking. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. But we'll get to some of those tributes very, very soon as well. Same here. I thought it was a sick joke. Adam from AKMLC told me, yeah. As I said, I got something in a group chat from that about that marker, and that was the first I saw of it, and I thought, obviously with marker, you got to really take a pinch of salt with these kind of things. But yeah, that was quite something. Thoughts are with his wife and family. Yeah, absolutely. And other thoughts are with Andre's family as well. It's a sad day. It is a sad day. It is a sad day. But I think what I'd like to do in this sort of stream of obviously, which will be one of obviously sadness and reflect on, and obviously grief as well. Some of the memories of Diogo Jota, some of the memories of him. Because let's be honest, he was a wonderful footballer. He was an absolutely wonderful footballer, and I think we were very, very lucky that he was with us. I think the fans of Wolves, Atletico Madrid, FC Porto, I think they were very, very lucky to witness. I think the term baller has to be assumed to be Diogo Jota. I think it's quite safe as saying to say. So yeah, I'll say baller as well. Married to Engdays, go ahead a future ahead of him, with his wife and 3 kids, having now to live with the grief devastation. Oh, it's heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. as well. Rest in peace to his brother too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hi Roberto, as a Portuguese, this still doesn't feel real. 28 is no age for Diogo and 26 for Andre. It's so cruel. A wonderful human being, a class father and man. Yeah, I think that's a really really good thing to say, Roberto, because this is a father, this is a son, a brother, an uncle, as well, and yeah, it's devastating. It's absolutely devastating with what's happened. Oh, Siobhan, yes, you're absolutely right. I never even thought of that. Yeah, Jota was the first player to score under Arne Slot. Yeah, he was. Um, yeah, just that's that's quite something. That is quite something. Um, Never even thought of that. Sub Douglas, absolutely heartbroken. I think we're all heartbroken, mate. I think everyone is definitely heartbroken from this, and I think everyone is coming to terms with it. I think everyone is coming to terms with that. I think I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe the news this morning. Um, Liz, hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well. Sending love and light to everyone. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Seamus Moore, hello, hello, hello. I've not seen you in the chat for ages. I hope you're doing very, very well, though. I'm still in shock. Absolutely devastating. Life is so cruel sometimes. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre on a walk alone. Yeah, 100%. I was honestly shocked when I woke up to that. I think everyone was. I think obviously it happened yesterday, early hours of this morning. Um, like we won't. I'm not going to show any sort of images. I don't think that would be very very nice of me to do that, but um, I will say that I do think that is something to say, uh, for sure. It's just not fair. A newly married and father of three kids. I will only have a few memories of him. It's beyond devastating. It really, really is. And actually, as well, Diogo Jota did say that he basically has a lot of gratitude towards Liverpool Football Club. It was it was just he almost felt that this club was for him. This club was for him. And you know what? Very, very good. Very, very good. I'd say. I found out this morning. I go just about 3:30 p.m. Not functioned all day. Sad, sad day, mate. Yeah, 100%. Stephen, I've been the same, to be honest. As I said, I was working this morning. Gone to the office. I thought, right, I'm going to just get on with my day. I thought what was happening was I was going to have just a normal day at work, and then all of a sudden that breaks, and it's like, yeah, it's really really sad. But what we will do, we will get to some of these tributes to Diogo Jota, which may I just say as well. Most of these are from Liverpool players. They're also from his Portugal teammates. So there is a few from Manchester United players. It's like remember him. Fernandez, I think, is one of them as well. Yeah, look, it's quite something to say at the very, very least. The first tribute is from the Portugal captain Cristiano Ronaldo. It doesn't make sense. Just now we were together in the national team. You just got married. I know you will always be with them. Rest in peace, Diogo e Andre. We will miss you. Liverpool said in a statement they were devastated by the tragic passing of Diogo Jota. Liverpool FC will be making no further comment at this time and request the privacy of Diogo and Andre's family, friends, teammates, and club staff. is respected as they try to come to terms with their imaginable loss. Jurgen Klopp said he was heartbroken. This is a moment where I struggle. There must be a bigger purpose, but I can't see it. Diogo was not only a fantastic player, but also a great friend, a loving and caring husband and father. We will miss you so much. Then obviously goes and say Liverpool open physical and digital books of condolence. Supporters and members of the public can sign the physical book at Anfield from Thursday to Sunday. What I will do after this stream, ladies and gents, is I will leave a link to that online sort of condolence book as well. I'll leave that in the description. Jota was an extraordinary person, respected by all teammates and opponents. Some of them infectious joy and a reference in the community itself. The FPF said, Portuguese Football Federation. We've lost two champions. The passing of Diogo and Andre represents irreparable losses for Portuguese football, and we will do everything to honour their legacy daily. And also, UEFA announced a moment of silence would be observed of all Women's European Championship games on Thursday and Friday, including Portugal's tie against Spain. Alexander Kefren said, just 3 weeks ago, I had the honour of presenting Jota with the medal after the Nations League final. A moment of joy, pride, and celebration that will now forever be burned in memory with sorrow. Infantino has also said, Jota and Andre Silva will both be sorely missed by all those who knew them by the worldwide football community. Aged just 28, Diogo had enjoyed a fantastic career to date and had many great years ahead of him, while his brother Andre was thriving at Pinnacle. Portugal's president Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa. Jota represented Portuguese football at the highest level and demonstrated a high level of professionalism, realism, and dedication as part of a generation that's taken Portuguese football to the highest level. Portugal's Prime Minister as well. News of the death of Diogo Jota, an athlete who greatly honoured Portugal's name and his brother, is unexpected and tragic. This was one I was quite shocked about. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer was among those to pay tribute to Jota. I'm sure I speak for everyone in saying our first thoughts are going to be with his family and friends in particular. There are millions of Liverpool fans, but also football fans and non-fans who will also be shocked by this. It is devastating and really important we bear in mind just how difficult a period this will be for his friends and family. Prince William as well. As part of the footballing family, I'm deeply saddened to hear the passing of Diogo Jota and his brother. Our thoughts are with his family, friends, and all who knew him. Read a message on the social media account of the Prince and Princess of Wales. It was signed W. FA said our thoughts and deepest condolences are with Diogo's family, friends, and teammates at Liverpool and Portugal. Darwin Núñez. Oh, thank goodness. I will always remember you with your smile as a good companion on and off the field, he added. I send all my strength to his family. From where he is, I'm sure he will always be with you, especially his wife and 3 children. Sir Kenny Dalglish said, football is not important at this sad time, adding, you feel helpless knowing there's so little we can do to ease the pain for his wife of just 2 weeks, his 3 beautiful children, thinking and praying for their loved ones after the devastating loss of both Diogo and Andre. You'll never walk alone. Jamie Carragher says he was in a state of shock. I can only imagine how his teammates feel at Liverpool and Portugal. They must be in a world of pain with his friends and family, Carragher told Sky Sports. It just shows us all how quickly life can change, what a summer he's had, and you get this devastating news that his family have had in the last few hours. You can't even comprehend it. Stephen Gerrard, rest in peace, Diogo. Condolences to his family and friends during this incredibly sad time. Manchester United captain and Portugal teammate Bruno Fernandes called Jota a friend, colleague, and companion of 1,000 battles. It's hard to understand how can someone leave so soon. May you and your brother find the peace you need to watch over your loved ones who lost you too soon and suddenly. My condolences to all your family. Ruben Neves, who's currently playing at the FIFA World Cup for Al Hilal, they say we only lose people when we forget them. I will never forget you. Raul Jimenez, who played with Jota at Wolves. It's hard to get this kind of news, and I still can't believe it. An excellent colleague, friend, and above all, a great father. Thank you for everything, friend. We will always remember you. Rafa Nadal described Jota's death as sad and painful news. All my love, affection, and support go out to his wife, children, family, and friends at this difficult time. Jack Grealish posted he was lost for words. Diogo Dalot said he was speechless. LeBron James, my prayers go out to his loved ones. Stephen Warnock said, "You saw the smile on his face when he played. He was always a bubbly character, but he was also a fiery person on the pitch. He had that lovely balance. He was always up. He was always happy to give his time, more than gracious when he spoke to people. Very respectable, but also a very charismatic character. I don't think you become a fan's favourite without being that type of person." And there is so much more, so much more. But yeah, there's the majority of them. Yeah, it's just gut wrenching, absolutely gut wrenching. Um, I just don't, I just don't know what the words to say. Um, it's just, it's just really heartbreaking. It really, really is. What is new top fans thing? I have no idea, mate. No idea at all. I mean, obviously, I'm not monet. I'm not this thing is no monetized, so I'm not even sure. Um, Hannah, it's absolutely not fair. No, it isn't. It really is. Mike, thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. You didn't have to do that. But thank you very much. Rest in peace, Diogo. Such a sad loss. Yes, it's absolutely tragic. And Mike, I will be sending that to charity, so thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Sometimes life is beautiful, sometimes life is cruel. Rest in peace, Diogo. You'll never walk alone. Yeah, Owen says we're grieving together. Absolutely. This is sort of a a stream that I wanted to sort of do. I was sort of toing and froing about doing this, but I thought might as well get together. We might as well sort of relive some of the memories as well. We will get to the sort of the we will get to some memories from Diogo Jota because there's a fair few. There's a fair few that he did as a Liverpool player. Sudden death is always so shocking. I lost my best friend in a crash here in Thailand, and I was horrendous. Two brothers gone, so beyond awful for his lovely wife. Well, first of all, Graham, I'm really sorry to hear about your friend, um, and I hope you're doing okay from it as well. But yeah, that's really really sad. Excuse me. Battle and rest in peace to them both. My mood been down since I saw this news. Thoughts over those loved ones and his family, wife, and kids. Yeah, definitely. When you think of deaths like this, first thing you think of is a family. Yeah, absolutely. It really, really is. For sure. I thought Ruben Neves' tribute was very fitting. Yes, I thought that was very, very fitting as well. Apparently, Andy Robertson's one is quite interesting. Let me just double check that. Let me just see. Because I did see Andy Robertson's. I did see Andy Robertson's tribute. I don't know if it's on his. I don't know if Andy Robertson's actually got Twitter or not. Let's have a look. Right, this is Andy Robertson's one, okay? The ones I'm thinking about most right now are the family. Their loss is too much to bear. I'm so sorry that they've lost two such precious souls, Diogo and Andre. For the team and the club, we'll try to cope with this together, however long that takes. For me, I want to talk about my mate, my buddy, the bloke I loved and will miss like crazy. I could talk about him as a player for hours, but none of that feels like it matters right now. It's the man, the person. He was such a good guy, the best, so genuine, just normal and real. Full of love for the people he cared about, full of fun. He was the most British foreign player I've ever met. We used to joke he was really Irish. I tried to claim him as Scottish, obviously. I even called him Diogo Jota. We'd watch the darts together, enjoy the horse racing. Going to Cheltenham this season was a highlight, one of the best we had. The last time I saw him was the happiest day of his life, his wedding day. I want to remember his never ceasing smile from that magical day. How much he was bursting with love for his wife and family. I can't believe we're saying goodbye. It's too soon and it hurts so much. But thank you for being in my life, mate. and for making it better. Love you, Diogo. Yeah, that's just typical of the man Andy Robertson is. Um, Liz also says about James Milner. There was one from James Milner apparently. James freaking Milner, I should say. Oh, here we go. Devastated for the loss of Diogo and Andre. Absolutely loved sharing a dressing room with him, having so many laughs together, constantly winding each other up with their stubborn nature and truly marveling stuff at the stuff he did on the football pitch. All my thoughts, love, and support goes to his family, friends, and the Liverpool family. Rest in peace, Jots. Love you, mate. You never walk alone. Yeah, that one does hit hard. That one does hit hard. Yeah, Liz, I've just seen that, so thank you for that. The two people on TikTok that were begging for gifts to feel bad about the situation makes me feel sick. To be honest, I only was aware of that when I came on. I didn't really want to make it really about them, and I'm not even going to. I'm not even going to give them the satisfaction, to say the very very least. I think that is really really sick. Klopp, Slot, Steven Gerrard, Cristiano, Andrew Ellis, who left back, and others are a few handful which come to my mind. Rest in peace, Diogo Jota and his brother Andre. Condolences to their family, friends, everyone connected to Liverpool Football Club. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. Even Messi attributed him on his Instagram story. Did he? Lionel Messi did. Lionel Messi. Yes, he has. It's sort of a picture of Diogo doing that, and it says QEPD. I don't know what that means. But that's lovely. That is lovely. I hope you're okay, Douglas. Same with everyone in the chat, despite this tragic news earlier. Yeah, I think it's going to take a bit of time to get over. I think, to say the very, very least. I think we all are, mate. We all are sad. We all are sad. Didn't know Lionel Messi did one. Haven't seen this. Thank you. No problem. Manny's uneven, mate. Sorry again about this. Hope you're okay. Love to you and the family. Thank you very much. Dave's in. Can't believe it, lads. I don't think anyone can believe it, mate. Don't think anyone can believe it. It is very, very sad and tragic. Matchday live, very, very sad to hear. Hopefully, for their sake, it was instant. No clue what would cause his car tire to burst. He had to drive because it wasn't recommended to fly to lung surgery. Yeah, I have seen that. I know he had a cracked rib from playing against Chelsea. Because what's his name? Tosin Adarabioyo. Adarabioyo, I think that's his name. He should have been sent off when Chelsea played Liverpool. And yeah, that was a cracked rib that he had. So I think he probably had lung surgery to sort of fix that. To say the very least. Also, I think his brother's name is Andre Silva, not Andre Jota. Oh, have I got Andre Jota in the is it Andre? Is it Andre Silva then? Okay. Thanks, Matchday. I must have got that wrong then. So I do sincerely apologise about that. And Nigel says his song will ring around at Anfield for many years. Has to be. Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. Does Jota not have a mural? I thought Diogo did have a mural. It said in the Bible that before you go to pray, you must reconcile with your brethren. We never know that our interactions with the loved ones might be the last. Yeah. And this is what I will say. If you're with a loved one tonight, if you're with a family member, hold them tight. Hold them tight. Hug them. Just squeeze them a little bit more tonight. Because you just don't know. You don't know how long you've got in life. You don't know how long you've got before that a tragic thing like that happens for Diogo, to say the very, very least. It is when I heard that his brother died too. I thought it was the other Andre Silva who died, and I was like, "What the?" Yeah, I thought that as well. Elevator, for sure. If it's for charity, then have another £5, mate. I'd rather give to than waste the money. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Yes, it will be for charity, so I will put that. I'll put that to a charity of. I will put that to a charity of Diogo Jota, in memory, for sure. But Mike, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Family over everything, 100%. Oh yeah, definitely. Give to you. Robert's tribute is incredible. It really, really is. It's so, so good. Honestly, Andy Robertson is an absolute legend for that. Yeah, he's. I think now's not the time to talk about transfers. Now's not the talk about the time about players leaving Liverpool. Now's to sort of reflect on the player, the man, the husband, the brother, the son, the uncle. That obviously Andre Silva was uncle to obviously Jota's kids. Um, it's yeah. Good evening to all in the chat. QEPD is just rest in peace in Spanish. Oh, okay. That's thank you. Again, I don't have any. I don't speak Spanish anyway. I have seen this. I've seen this going around. I don't think it's real. I think someone has completely made it up. Sadly, so I don't think that's real. To say the very very least. Chippy's A to Z. Hi mate, I agree with every word. So tragic. Still not over it. Thinking of his family right now. They will never walk alone. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, Chippy, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. For sure. Is there a place where we can donate to ourselves to his family fund or something? I don't know. Maybe something might be sort of made up in the next couple of days. But yeah, look, I think it's definitely one of those things. Michael with the €2 as well. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it as well. But we'll sort of go to sort of why Diogo Jota was a fantastic footballer. I've never seen a player be able to head the ball as good as he. For a player who was only 5'8", his heading ability was as good as anyone I've seen. To say, I would say. I think when you look at I think when you see the player that he was, his last goal was against Everton in the Merseyside derby. His first goal under Arne Slot was Ipswich. I mean, let me just get some stats about Diogo Jota, because I'll say this now, that I think he was still to this day our best finisher at the club, and I think when you look back on what Diogo Jota has done for Liverpool as a whole, um, he's been a fantastic player for us. He really really has. But yeah, I can give you some stats. So club career. He was born in Porto. Um, he was born in Porto and first appeared in the Premier Liga on the 20th of February 2015, um, which was really really good, to say the very least. Then comes Atletico Madrid, 5-year contract, but then he's obviously quickly a little bit to to Portugal, as well. Then probably the move that really probably really, really sort of lifted him up to the player that he was, and that was for Wolves. Season long loan. I think people forget that. Season long loan from FC Porto. Signed on season long loan, scored his first goal in the 15th of August in a 3-2 win over Hull City. On the January 2018, it was announced that a permanent deal with Jota had been agreed for a report 14 million euros being made effective on the 1st of July. He scored a career best 17 league goals in his first year, ranking 5th in the league top scorer charts as Wolves achieved promotion to the Premier League as champions. Due to English Football League regulations, he wore his legal surname on his jersey in the Championship, but was able to change it to Diogo J after defeat. And then he goes on to say he made his Premier League bow on the 11th of August, playing the full 90 minutes in a 2-2 home draw against Everton. Loved the goal against Everton, didn't he? Scored his first goal in the competition on the 5th of December, helping the host come from behind to beat Chelsea 2-1. Second came 4 days later in a win at Newcastle United by the same scoreline. On the 19th of January 2019, Jota scored 3 times in the 4-3 home victory over Leicester City, his second career hat-trick. In the process, he became only the second Portuguese player to achieve the feat in the Premier League after Cristiano Ronaldo 11 years later. There was a first ever for the club in a competition, and the first for the club in the top flight since John Richards against the same position in the Football League First Division in October 1977. Jota scored a winning goal in a 2-1 win against Manchester United in the 2018-2019 FA Cup. I do remember that. Till Wolves reached their first semi-final of the competition since 1997, 1997, 1998. 2019-2020 final season with Wolves, scoring a 2-1 win over Northern Irish club Crusaders in Europa League's second qualifying round. Scored an overhead kick to conclude a 4-0, 8-0 aggregate victory over, apologies if I butcher this name, Punic, I think that's how you say it. In the final Europa League group stage game against home to Besiktas on the 12th of December 2019, Jota replaced compatriot Ruben Neves as a 56th-minute substitute with a game goal, scored after 72 seconds and completed a hat-trick within 12 minutes as Wolves ran out 4-0 victors. The following 20th of February netted another treble in a win by the same score over Espanyol in the first leg of the last 32 of the tournament. His 31st and last appearance for Wolves was a second-half substitute in the Europa League quarter-final against Sevilla on the 11th of August 2020, his 44th and final goal for the club in a 3-0 victory, you guessed it, over Everton on the 12th of July. Liverpool, 2020-21, on the 19th of September 2020. Yeah, the COVID days, remember that? COVID days. Jota joined Liverpool on a long-term deal, reportedly for a 41 million transfer fee, rising to 45 million with potential add-ons. Made his debut in the EFL Cup 5 days later, coming on the second half, substituting as Lincoln City in the 7-2 win. On the 20th of September, scoring his first Premier League debut for the club at the third in the 3-1 win against Arsenal at Anfield. Jota scored the club's 10,000th goal in their history when he netted the opener against Midtjylland in the UEFA Champions League group stage, scored a hat-trick on the 3rd of November and a 5-0 win at Atalanta in the same competition. In doing so, he became the first player since Robbie Fowler in 1993 to score 7 goals in his first 10 Liverpool appearances. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even think Mo Salah's done that. To tell you the truth. On the 22nd of November, Jota scored the second goal in a 3-0 victory against Leicester City. Loved the goal against Leicester, didn't he? Becoming the first Liverpool player to score in each of their first 4 home matches in the Premier League. For his performances in October, Jota was awarded Liverpool Player of the Month by the club supporters. On the 9th of December, Jota suffered a leg injury during the UEFA Champions League match against Midtjylland in the Dead River match, sidelining him for 3 months. Jota ended his debut season with the club with 9 league goals, including a back heel and a 4-2 win away against Manchester United. Yeah, I do remember that goal, which helped Liverpool finish third in the Premier League and qualify for the UEFA Champions League. Yeah, quite incredible. And then 21-22, domestic double and European final. And again, he scored our first goal of the 21-22 Premier League season, a 3-0 away victory against newly promoted Norwich City. And then that season was obviously the 5-0 at Old Trafford. And he also opened the scoring in a 2-0 home victory against Atletico Madrid as group winners. Scored Liverpool's fourth goal in the 4-1 away win against local rivals Everton. Again, isn't it funny that the two teams that seem to be coming up the most is Leicester City and Everton? Yeah, I would. I'm not too surprised by that as well. For his performance in November, he was awarded PFA Fans Player of the Month. On the 16th of December, Jota scored Liverpool's first goal in a 3-1 home win against Newcastle United, which was Liverpool's 2000th top flight win. In the EFL Cup semi-finals, this is where he was fantastic. Scored both goals in a 2-0 away win over Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal, Everton, and Leicester City. Those are the three clubs he absolutely loved scoring against. On the 26th of February, following a goalless draw against Chelsea after extra time, scored his penalty during the shooter to help Liverpool win their first League Cup since 2012. Jota came on as a substitute in the for the injured Mohamed Salah after 33 minutes. I forgot about Salah being injured in the FA Cup final. I forgot about that. Liverpool won the final after a penalty shootout, which Jota scored his penalty. Substitute appearance in 65th minute. Yeah. 22-23 wasn't the best season. I think it's safe to say. Wasn't his best season. He did sign a long-term deal. Made his return from injury on the 3rd of September, replacing Darwin Núñez in the 80th minute of a 0-0 draw against Everton. Also came off the bench against Rangers. You remember that for 3 assists in one match for the first time in his career. And yeah, again, the injuries just piled up. A calf injury against Manchester City. Yeah, it's just injuries really riddled him when he was at Liverpool. I think it's quite safe to say. Definitely the thing to say the very very least. But look, I think you've got to say he didn't have a very actually. I just missed it. Jota scored the dramatically winning added time in Liverpool's 4-3 win over Tottenham Hotspur, leading them to be nominated for the Premier League Player of the Month award. And after the season, Liverpool narrowly missed out on Champions League qualification. Yeah, following an injury-riddled season, Jota started the new season on 19th of August, closing Liverpool 3-1 against Bournemouth. Yeah, and he got sent off against Tottenham. Remember that red card? He was basically sent off for not fouling Destiny Udogie over his own 2 feet. And the second one, I don't even think was a yellow either. So it's just one of those things. In January 2024, the absence of Mohamed Salah in the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, Jota stepped up in absence, forming a successful partnership with Darwin Núñez, scoring 5 goals and assisting another 2. Liverpool's wins over Burnley, Newcastle United, Bournemouth, and Chelsea, earning him the Premier League Player of the Month award for January. Suffered the injury during Liverpool's 4-1 away win over Brentford. So another injury setback against Fulham, leading them to miss Liverpool's remaining matches as well. And yeah, people are saying as well that Jota did score Liverpool's first goal of the Arne Slot era in a 2-0 win away against Ipswich. Started as the club's number 9 due to fitting better into Slot's system tactically, as he could drop deep and act similar to a false 9. Excuse me. On the 5th of October, Jota made his 100th start for the club, scoring the only goal of an away win over Crystal Palace. Struggled with form and injuries for most of the season. Yeah, he did struggle with injuries last season. Again, unfortunately. He did, however, score the winner and his last ever goal in an official match against Everton in the Merseyside derby at Anfield on the 2nd of April 2025 to maintain the club's 12-point lead at the top of the table. On the 28th of April, Liverpool won the 24-25 Premier League season earning Jota's fourth and final trophy with the club. So let us. Yes. So it says here Jota underwent minor surgery at some point for his June 25th, 2025 wedding and was advised by doctors not to fly. So hence why they were obviously going for a ferry. So his Liverpool career was as follows: 182 appearances, 65 goals. Which I think when you look back on that, you obviously got 13 goals 2021, 21 in 21-22, only 7 in 22-23, 15 in 23-24, and then 9 in 24-25. But as I said, I've never seen a player look so good heading the ball as he did. He was a master at it. He was a master tactician at it, and I think as well he was a real master at what he could potentially do with a football. It's just yeah, it's just really sad. I've just been aware of another tribute. This time from the captain, Virgil van Dijk. Let me see how we can find this chat. Let me see. I'll get back to your comments in a wee minute, chat as well. What's Virgil van Dijk said? Where's Virgil van Dijk? What's Van Dijk said? What's this on, Nigel? You let me know and I'll get back to it. Right, where did I get up to? Where did I get up to? Good night, good job, chatter. Lloyd Miller, thank you very much. You should check out Fabrizio. He said the shirt was immortalized. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, that's quite good then. Yeah, what's Fabrizio said actually? No, not seen anything with Fabrizio saying anything about the immortalization of the number 20. So I don't know where that came from. Right, Van Dijk Jota. Oh, here we go. Right. As I said, I'll get back to your comments very shortly. This is what Van Dijk said. Man, I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Absolutely devastated and in total disbelief. What a human being, what a player, but most importantly, what an unbelievable family man. You meant so much to all of us, and you always will. For your family to lose two sons, a husband and a father, is just unimaginable. So cruel and unfair. My heart is breaking for all of your beautiful family, for Ruti and for your kids. I promise you that in these difficult times beyond, we will always be there for your family. A champion forever, number 20 forever. It's been a privilege to have stood by your side on the pitch and to have been your friend off it. We'll miss you beyond words and never forget you. Your legacy will live on. We will make sure that rest in perfect peace, Diogo and Andre. That's Virgil van Dijk saying that as well. His funeral will be an emotional one. As a Man United fan, I stand with Liverpool. You'll never walk alone. Thank you very much. I will be, thanks to the likes of you, yourself, and others, mate. Oh, you're very welcome, Chippy. You're very welcome, my friend. I think the shirt needs to be retired. Sort of protocol. Man City did it from Mark Vivian Foy when he passed away due to cardiac arrest on the field. Yeah. Excuse me. I'll definitely remember the goals scored against Arsenal. Yeah, 100%. And Deco, hello mate, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm alright. How are all our players going to return to pre-season They are going to need support as well. He was on his, yeah, he was on his way back for pre-season. So sad. It was a fitting moment. The goal he scored against us, which put you guys on the verge of the title. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine also if he scored against Tottenham the day we won the title. Yeah, that would have been funny as well. Absolutely heartbroken, Spencer. He came to Liverpool in 2020, wore number 20, helped them on number 20, rest in peace, Diogo. And that's why we should retire the shirt, in my opinion. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's fair to say Jota was a perfect fit at Liverpool, had heart and worked his socks off. He was quality. Nigel said, I thought when we signed Jota, Diogo, 40 million was a bit much, but apart from his goals, his tenacity, work rate, battling qualities, being a fantastic player for Liverpool and an amazing contribution. Yeah, 100%. Jay Kismet, hello, hope you're well. Hope you are good as well. Yeah, rest in peace to the brothers, absolutely. Diogo's a club legend. I remember in that 2021 season, he was scoring for fun until he got injured. Our goals dried up, and then he came back and he started scoring again. Rest in peace, Jota, gone but never forgotten. I'd say that 2021 season was one of his best seasons, if not his best season. Look at Talks Dottons. Hi, how are you doing? Rest in peace, Jota. Yeah, I don't know what to say. This is loads of goals for Arsenal, a few against United. So sad, man. He died with such a good player, man. I also remember that late winner versus Spurs and that mayhem of a match. We all know that first yellow was never a yellow. No, 100%. 100%. Never a yellow. I remember that they scored in the final seconds, I think on a deflected goal to win, and they acted like they won the league. We got horsed in that game. Yes. We certainly did. Certainly did. Seeing Spurs implode that year after celebrating that one was music to my ears. John Conley, thank you very much for the super chat again. I really appreciate it. And as I said, all these will be going to charity. I will make sure of that as well. Virgil, another heartbreaking tribute. Yeah, I've seen as well. I also can't forget that hat trick against Atalanta and that winner versus West Ham in 2021. Rest in peace, true legend. Football's lost a true champion. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So sad he was a true legend. X, yeah, I just seen that now, Nigel. So thank you very much for that. I didn't want to do a video today. It was disturbing, sad. For me, he was true legend. Such a good player. Remember the days when he was at Wolves. AFC Flary T. Rest in peace, Jota, a fabulous player in person. LFC official website have opened an online book of condolence for global supporters to sign. Yeah, I have signed that, Northred. What I'll do, as I said, when the stream is over, I will leave a link to that. So I'll remember that as well. Every time he scored against us, never made me angry. He was just excellent. The technique he had on his goals, I was very humble. Yeah, he was one of a kind player. That goal he scores in his debut and that goal he scored moments after Arsenal missed that huge chance is just pure class. Such a shame about his brother too. Rest in peace, Andre. Yeah. 21-22 at Anfield, he ripped us a new one. Yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, he sat down to Tavares on that goal. Scored a goal like that every single year. Absolutely devastating news. Thoughts of everyone connected. Jota and Silva, rest in peace. Yeah, absolutely. And he tormented Arsenal. He certainly did. He tormented Arsenal, Leicester, Manchester United, Everton, just to name a few. As well. Gary Richards is on. Hello, Gary. Hope you're well. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Telio, it was a sad day. Rest in peace, Jota. This will spur the boys on to retain the Prem. Hopefully as well. The two brothers died. Diogo Jota and Andre Silva. They are smart. I don't know. I don't know what that's. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, but no, I appreciate everyone who's obviously tuned in, and it's just so sad with what's happened for sure. But yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad to say at the very least. But we'll remember him. We'll remember him as a football player, as a brother. I'm obviously wearing this shirt. It's obviously got Diogo on the back, and I thought that'd be a nice sort of wee tribute to for him. But yeah, sad day, and I think as well people will remember him for the player he was, for sort of the husband, the father that he was as well. Kept himself to himself. I think it's the safest thing to that. But he was a cracking wee player. And yeah, the footballing world has lost a real baller. And I'll say that. I'll say that now. And yeah, it's just quite amazing. Quite amazing when it's it really is very sad with what's happened as well. We'll never forget the goal he scored to win at 4-3 against Spurs, a throwing away a 3-0 lead. Yeah, absolutely. Which Diogo moment was your favourite? Mine was his hat trick versus Atalanta. I suppose in a way you could probably say. I mean, the Everton one is obviously going to be the most poignant because that was his final ever goal that he ever scored. It's two against Arsenal in the FA Cup. Was it the FA Cup or was it the League Cup? It was one of those games. That was pretty good. But he had so many good goals, Jota. That's the good thing about him. He had so many good goals. So I don't know. I don't. I think my particular favorite is probably the Spurs game. I would say that goal was really good. Everton away again. I think that was another very good good one to remember. But so many. There's so many. But he is such a great player, and he was such a great player. Um, but I'll say Spurs. I'll say Spurs. I'll say Spurs for sure. Jota 2022 was best. Jota scored Arsenal FA Cup and League and Premier League. Excuse me, Jota brace versus Arsenal was the AFL Cup. Yeah, it was. It was indeed. Anyone who can score goals as a winger or a false nine is worthy of respect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I didn't. I think it's safe to say he was one of a kind and one we'll always remember. As well. But and Lucas saying hi to Manny as well. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in. Thank you for all the super chats. As I said at the start of the show, this video or stream is not monetized. I'm not gaining any money from it, and I will also be saying that any super chats that I have had will be going to charity. So I'll be doing that as well. So thank you very much for everyone who has tuned in. That backflip for equaliser against United set up by Nat Phillips, pure instinct. Yep, that was true. Jota was such a good player, very skillful. He was one of a kind, so sad. Yeah. Steven says great stream. Sorry. Hi, Luca. Take care of yourself, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Take care. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. Absolutely. Guys, going to leave there. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Keep an eye out on the channel tomorrow. There will be a video. I have recorded. I will be bringing back Scottish content. I think that's one thing to say. I will be bringing back the Scottish content, so that there will be a video tomorrow. it'll be the Premier Sports Cup group stage. So please keep an eye out for that. That'll be at 12 o'clock tomorrow. But as I keep saying, please do turn that bell notifications on, because a lot of you don't have your notification bells on. Now, that's one thing I'll say. Please, please put your notification bell so you're up. So, anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye for now.